everyone, and welcome back to another Cooking with Kinney. Today I am going to teach you guys how to make your very own quesadillas. I first just wanted to start off with a little introduction on why should we cook. Cooking is a really great skill to have in your life because it helps build your independence and teaches you new things. Cooking also teaches you about different cultures, and cooking is fun. In addition, cooking is something that you can do with your whole family. It can be an activity that you guys can really enjoy together. For example, when you guys are cooking, you can even play some of your favorite songs to occupy your time when waiting for things to cook. I really love making quesadillas because it is a fun and quick meal to cook, and so if you guys are interested in learning more, please feel free to follow along with this video. Let's get started. Some ingredients you will need are a tortilla wrap, shredded cheese, chicken, tomatoes, and olive oil, but feel free to use any other types of foods that you guys would enjoy in your quesadilla. For example, you guys could just make your quesadilla a cheese quesadilla by just adding cheese and the tortilla wrap when you cook your quesadilla. I also know when we're in the day program at Kinney, we make pizza quesadillas, so you guys can really get creative at this point and think of anything you guys would be interested in putting inside your quesadilla. The first step is to wash your hands. As you can see in this video, I am washing my hands and really scrubbing nicely so that I am getting all the germs off before I'm cooking my quesadilla. Now that we have washed our hands, we are ready to start cooking. The second step is to place your tortilla wrap on a paper plate. This will help us when placing all the ingredients onto our quesadilla and make sure that everything stays together when we have to transfer it later. Then you will do step 3, which is to put the chicken on one side of the wrap. Like I said earlier, you guys don't have to use all the ingredients that I listed. For example, instead of chicken, you guys could put steak or just not have any meat in your quesadilla. You only want to use one side of the wrap because later we will be folding our tortilla in half. At this time, your quesadilla should look like this. Now that step 3 is complete, you are ready for step 4. Step 4 is to cut the tomatoes and add them onto the wrap. In this video, you can see that I am using grape tomatoes. These tomatoes are very small, so it is important that you be careful when using the knife to cut. At this time, you can ask for help if this is too difficult. At this time, you can cut as many tomatoes as you like. In my video, I chose to cut up 3 just because these were nice and small and I didn't want to have too many on my quesadilla, but it's really up to you how many you'd like to incorporate. Now that we have our cut up tomatoes, it is time to add them to the wrap. You can do this by just placing them on top of the chicken on the right side of the wrap. In step 5, you will be sprinkling the cheese on top. In my example, I used shredded cheese, but you guys can use whatever cheese you like, or you don't even have to include cheese if you don't like it. Feel free to make it however you'd like. In this example, I decided to use the stove to cook my quesadilla, but you can also use the oven or the microwave, whatever you prefer to use, it's up to you. If you are using the stovetop, you will turn it on like this. To make sure our quesadilla doesn't stick to the pan, we can add olive oil to the pan. Now that the stove is turned on and the olive oil is on the pan, we are ready to start cooking our quesadilla. In step 8, we can put the quesadilla onto the pan. At this time, you want to make sure you're transferring it nice and slowly so that all the ingredients stay in the quesadilla. Step 9 is to fold the quesadilla in half and press down with the spatula. This is useful so that the quesadilla stays together. For step 10, you are going to let the quesadilla cook until the cheese is melted. This should take around 5 to 8 minutes. At this time, you want to watch your quesadilla by standing a safe distance from the stove. You can also flip your quesadilla to the other side to make sure that both sides of the quesadilla are cooked fully. Once your quesadilla is fully cooked, you are going to turn off the stove top and transfer your quesadilla to the plate. To help cool down the quesadilla, in step 12, you can cut the quesadilla in half. If you want, you can also cut the quesadilla into pieces. It can be tricky to cut the quesadilla, so just remember to take your time and be safe when using the knife. And there it is, your quesadilla is finished. Now it is time to eat. Also, if you guys want more suggestions on how to make your quesadillas more flavorful, you can add things like guacamole or even sour cream to make it more delicious. These ingredients can be added on the top of your quesadilla when you are completed with cooking your quesadilla. Thank you all for following along. I hope you guys enjoyed the quesadillas.